Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome to Medical Law and Ethics. It's funny, I just taught this class for the radiology group pretty recently. It felt like, and I look back, it was actually back in March. So I've taught this class for an extended period of time, teach it for a number of different programs, and I think you'll really enjoy it. It's going to be a lot of fun working together and learning a little bit about law from the perspective of making sure that we understand how to protect ourselves, protect our patients, and really understand the laws and background for such laws that we have in our country today. So it's great to meet you. I'm looking forward to working with you. I'm always available to help in any way I can. The first thing I want to say is, I'm here to support you. So from whatever perspective that you need help, just reach out and ask. I'm happy to do whatever I can to help you be successful. So part of that is understanding this is an online class. So the lectures are pre-recorded. That means that you can pause, rewatch them, and really navigate things on a week by week basis, just to make sure that of course you're getting your work done on time. So you're going to have due dates that are throughout the week. Review questions or something that we'll start here in the first little bit, but things are going to come up throughout the week that you got to get done on time, which means you really got to keep up with your reading and reviewing the lecture and not waiting to the last minute. The one thing that I'll say, people that have been successful in this course, they don't wait till the last minute. They get their work done early, and they really try to understand the material. If you do that, you're going to be successful, and I think from that perspective, you're going to really learn a lot in this class as time goes on. So online class is a little bit different, but I'm sure you'll enjoy it, and I'm here to work with you as time goes on. So we're in the announcement section now, but I want to give a little bit of update about myself before jumping into the course syllabus and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm going to navigate to the left side of the class, and you'll be able to take a look as I navigate there. All right, so I'm going to show you where information is located in this class. We're on the announcement section now. The video actually is going to be located right here. You're not going to see it because as I record it, it's not posted yet. So that's where the videos, this is where the check-in videos would be. I'll have check-in videos each week. And the cool thing about week one, it's an extended week because our week started midway through the week, because in an online class, your week starts on Monday, ends on Sunday. But we have an extended week for week one, so our due dates are going to be a little bit adjusted. It's not going to be like that the rest of the class. It's just going to be like that for week one. All right, your course syllabus is where you're going to find your course syllabus, of course, and your course schedule and information, of course, about PPS points. The bulk of this class is going to be located in the course content section of the class. That's where you're going to find each module and where our information is, like our assignments and our lectures and PowerPoints and supplemented videos, that kind of stuff. You actually don't see this resources section, so don't even pay attention to that. Don't pay attention to that section there. Tools is where you're going to find some information about Blackboard and information like IT and stuff like that. Also, you'll find IT help from the help desk. That's always available to you if you run into any challenges on Blackboard. The library, we don't need to look at that now, but that's a great resource for you as we navigate in the future looking at writing legal research papers. Some great information, scholarly articles and scholarly material in that library. We also use Google Scholar as an example. That's a great thing for all of us to use. Okay, mail, of course, is how to access your email. Don't have to go into that, but I'm going to click on the instructor section right here and give a brief overview about myself and how, of course, why I'm teaching. This by saying this is a really old headshot. Gotten a little bit older, but I've been in healthcare for a long time. This was a headshot that I took when I took the job at Swedish. I'm still with the same organization, Providence Swedish, but I'm actually in the Olympia area now, managing Thurston, Lewis, and some of Mason County ambulatory settings. So I have about 20 different locations, a range of different specialties, all the way from like cardiology service to immediate care to primary care, vascular surgery. So I've been in healthcare for a long time. I have oversight of around 400 total FTEs. Those are not all my direct reports by any means, but I've been in healthcare administration for quite a while. That's how I've gained the knowledge to teach this class, but I've also always had a passion for educating, and I got my bachelor's back in 2011, finished my master's in 2016, actually. I was saying 2018. I started my doctorate in 2018, but I've been doing it for an extended period of time, just taking a few classes at a time. I only have 2 classes left of my dissertation, really looking forward to finishing that. I just started the research project. It's going to be on, of course, critical access hospitals, because I have time spent in critical access settings in Alaska. So, I worked in Alaska for a long time. So, I'm in school as well. So, I can kind of relate to some of the challenges that you're going through. Some of you have a job and you're balancing school and a job. So I know that's challenging, and I'm there with you. Hopefully not for too much longer. I only have 2 classes left, but if I can do it, you guys can do it as well. So I'll be done with my doctorate in a few months, which would be great. I actually need to change this to 2026. Because I always expected to go a little bit faster than I did, but taking your time, especially in a doctorate level class, is not a bad thing. Okay, one thing I'll mention, I have a family. We really enjoy, from a personal perspective, getting out there doing activities like going to football games. I'm in Alabama quite often, so sometimes when I record videos like this, I'll be in Alabama, because we have property there. But I'm always available to help you in any way I can. And, if you want to talk at any time, don't hesitate to reach out, email, text, call, and I'll work with you in whatever capacity I can to help you be successful. Okay. This will be a fun class. It's not meant to be super challenging. We'll work together to be successful. I'm going to click over on the side. I'm going to move this. You're not going to see the bottom section, but I'm going to show you that we're going to click on the course syllabus right here and navigate to that section of the course. All right, I'm going to pause because we're going to open the course schedule really quickly. I'll mention as I open the course schedule, this is subject to change because there's going to be errors. There's so much information on this this document that I'm going to make an error here and there. Maybe a due date's wrong, anything. But just bear with me. I'll put, when I update the schedule, in, of course, the document, so when it's been updated. But I wanted to highlight the main thing that I opened this for is week 1 is extended, so your material is not going to be due until the 16th, November the 16th. So, the class didn't start to the 5th, which is, of course, a Wednesday. So just highlighting that, I understand that when you start a class midway through the week, it's going to be really challenging to have due dates that following Sunday. So it's an extended week. It's like a week and a half. So that'll give you a little more time in order to be successful before jumping in, because you got to learn how to navigate a Blackboard course, right? So take a look at this when you get a chance. This is a little bit of overview about our information related to the class and office hours and such, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. All right. Hey, since it's an extended week, I'll have another video uploaded, and I'll, in that video, go over our syllabus. You can take a look at it when you have time, but it's located here, and my next video will go into detail regarding the syllabus. The PPS guidelines and expectations from a classroom perspective. There's not really a lot of difference from an online class to an in-person class, but you got to do your work on time and participate and reach out if you have challenges or questions. That's the basic principle of an online class, and being respectful on an online platform, because we'll have discussion board posts where we talk back and forth with other students, and we want to do it in a respectful manner. And I know all of you will do that. I've not had that issue before, but I always like to lead off, making sure people understand the requirements. All right, let's go to the course content section. I'm going to show you how to click on that. It's located right here. I don't know if you can see my pointer there, but I'm going to navigate over so you guys can see the full screen. Course content, this is where the majority of the information in the class will be located. One thing that I want to mention, since it's an online class, we're not going to have like a login during Wednesdays 9:30 to 11:30 for a lecture. The lecture's already pre-recorded. But that time is set aside for you guys if you want to meet with me face-to-face. Totally optional. It's what I call my office hours. I try to align that when the class is. Since it's a virtual class, I can meet with you via Zoom, talk through things, maybe just want to email back and forth. Whatever you need, I'm available during that time. Just reach out and we'll set up a time to talk through things as they come up. So reach out. I'm happy to help you in any way possible, but I have that time set aside for you guys if that's something that you need. Wednesdays, 9:30 to 11:30. Hey, this community forum right here is just a place, and actually has an old post in there. You can see that was actually from me, but it's just a place to put tips and tricks maybe that you find throughout the project here. So start on legal research early. Don't worry about that right now, but we'll talk about that more in the distant future. about what your legal research project should look like. I actually have some things to update on that, so we're not going to stress about our legal research project yet. I actually have to upload some new instructions there, which would be after this video. All right. The main thing that I want you to focus on this week is an orientation to the course, and then, of course, Module 1, Chapter 1. So you're going to see two different videos here. They're both lectures. One is directly associated with your textbook. The other is more of an overview that I did to help guide you through medical law and ethics. So they're both important. You need to watch both of them. So we have a lecture that I'll record every week based on the text, and then we have a lecture that I pre-recorded based on medical law and ethics. And I recorded that in the past, but the newer lectures will be recorded on a week-to-week basis. So make sure you watch both. Both lectures are super important. Take a look at those. And remember, this is an extended week, so you have a little bit more time to do so. I always include supplemental videos as well, so there's a couple really cool supplemental videos in here. I like this first one. It's 2022, so a few years old, but it just really talks about how healthcare is changing. All right. Why is healthcare expensive? That's another really good video that I found. Feel free to take a look at that too. Supplemental, not required, but recommended. You have your Module 1 overview PowerPoint here, and then your Module 1 PowerPoint located here as well. I'll move this down so it's not so confusing. But that corresponds, of course, with the lecture. One thing that you want to do before you watch the lecture is make sure you read the chapter. So the Chapter 1, Introduction to Medical Law, Ethics and Bioethics, is, of course, this is a link that you can use. I don't recommend, of course, using that link per se, because it's just going to take you to the online version. If you're interested in buying an ebook, use your paper copy, but I like to put that in there. Because some students have actually went online and bought an ebook just to help them on an online setting. Not something that we have available. I'm not sure if your book comes with a way to access the ebook, but if it does, you can use that link there to do so. You got notes here, which I included, which is about your first lecture. That also corresponds, of course, to the smaller handout in the PowerPoint. Your Module 1 review questions, I'll put the due date down here as well so it's not confusing. Those are not going to be due for a while, so don't stress about those, because the week starts on 11/5, but they're not going to be due until the 16th, so November 16th. The main thing that I want you to focus on is getting to know the class. I'm going to post a second check-in video since this is an extended week, which talks a little bit more about the syllabus, how to navigate things, and my expectations of the class in the near future. So don't stress. This first video is really help orient you as time goes on and really get you in the groove of what does an online class look like. So we have a little bit extra time this week, and I'm excited because this is going to be a lot of fun working together as we navigate this class. Reach out to me if you have any questions. I'm happy that you started. This is going to be a lot of fun. Don't stress about this class right off the bat. We'll really work on getting our review questions done as we navigate week 1, which is extended next week. Thanks so much.